Alright, Austin Pouts, Capstone 2018. This is a demo for some code I wrote. This is kind of a continuation off of my last video, which involved using a bird method for the temperature. Now right now, I have this object on and I've been using it, the same one from actually the other video. And so right now, it thinks that the window is fully open because it's extended out to the maximum 295 millimeters, and I'm gonna ask it the temperature just to make sure. It thinks it's 99 degrees now, and then okay, yeah, and maximum temperature is 80. And maximum temperature is going to stay 80 because I'm going to use the same the same file. Now, but what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to change the temperature. I'm going to change one of the instance variables. It's going to be very cold in here. It's going to think it's 39 degrees in here. Okay, nothing happened to the lights, the screen didn't freeze, nothing like that happened. But keep in mind it's open. The system's going to think that the window was open and then there was a sudden temperature drop to 39 degrees, from 99 to 39 degrees. So I'm going to use the bird command, and it's the same XML file that I used last time. Same exact one. I've done nothing to it. And it's named XML temp. It's not really a file strictly speaking, it's actually the root element of a file, but that's how this code works. It's supposed to get the root element from a file anyway. So H.tempbird XML temp, and watch what's going to happen. See, neither of the lights are going to blink on, but the screen is going to freeze. What that means is it's outputting a 0 logic signal to the yellow one. That's what that means. It's going to freeze, so you know something's on, but it's not gonna. But now it's going to show on, so you know it's a logic low. All right. And see, nothing happened, but the screen is frozen, and it's going to be frozen for a while. Now what I did was I changed the instance variable of what it thinks the temperature is. That is the only thing about the object that I changed. I did not change anything else. And then I invoked the tempbird method again with the same root element. And right now it's frozen, but it's not. But no lights are on. That's the power lights of the Raspberry Pi. No lights are on, and it's going to be frozen for a while. I'm just going to keep it there until it pops off, which it will in a minute. And the notion is that the XML thing has the settings. Oh look, see, it went off all of a sudden. The notion is that the XML thing has the settings, but you can change the instance variables. Like you change the temperature as an input, a new temperature from a thermometer. But I'm just testing the signal crunching ability of this thing right now. And so I'm going to ask it how far out it thinks the thing, how far extended it thinks the actuator is, which is going to be not very far. Okay. It thinks it's out 0 millimeters, meaning fully retracted all the way shut. That's what it thinks right now. And And by the way, I give it these things. This means that you can fool it if say there's a little bit of lag between the when you send the signal and when it turns on, because that is actually one thing about the system. You can fool it by giving it a longer link setting, but that's just a detail. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to well, first I'm going to type in a command. It's going to be the same command yet again. Same exact command to the letter. And nothing's been changed about the XML file. I can do that in this program, but I have not done it in this shell yet. So I've got that line type, but not going to execute. And notice, it's going to immediately go to the next line, which is how you know it was on for 0 seconds. That's the notion. See, it did that. You know, and contrast that to what it did last time when it froze up for a bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the temperature yet again. Okay, and okay, 99. Says 9 degrees. And then I'm gonna try the same command again. XML temp. It's a temper XML. And I'm going to film the diodes and then the thing. So the red diode came on, logic high at the red diode, and the screen's frozen. That's how you know in this system that it's outputting logic high, which it will continue doing for a while and then flip off. Okay. Yeah, you have to. Sometimes, especially during the daytime, it's hard to tell when these things are glowing, but this one's glowing. You can tell. I'm pinching it to give it some shadow. You can see the glowing thing. And I can also feel a certain current in my fingers when I do that, so I'm not going to do that anymore. But it's going to stay on for a little bit longer, and then it's going to be off. Alright, and it just went off. Now, again, a very similar thing is going to happen in that I'm going to again do the same exact thing. And keep in mind, right now the temperature is 99 degrees supposedly in the room, and XML temp is the same old thing it always was since this video. And also keep in mind that I just invoked it and it thinks that the thing already is full extent because you saw that property of it earlier. I'm gonna hit enter and nothing happened, and it didn't freeze up because it would still be frozen now. If something had happened, it didn't freeze up. So that's how you know. So in short, it takes an XML in from the temperature settings, and then it compares it to the present temperature in the room, and based on that, it decides whether to open or shut the window or do nothing. And it'll do nothing if it's where it needs to be. Yeah, I'm fine. And that's it for the video. Sorry about that. And I'll explain some more in my next video.